my biggest takeaway on this video, and I hope it helps somebody, but it's just to start being happy and start living in your bliss and living the life that you want, not that your parents want. You know those life lessons that you wish you would have known earlier that would have saved you so much time and money and heartache? You wish someone would have just sat you down and told you all these things so you could prevent learning the lessons the hard way? That's what this video is about today. I'm going to teach you what I've learned in the past 3 decades, and it's going to take me 10 minutes. If you stay into the end of this video, you are going to get something out of it and it's going to change your life. First, we're going to go over 3 relationship insights that are going to completely revolutionize your relationships in your life, including romantic and friendships. I'm going to tell you a couple of career insights that's going to help double your income and save you from years of heartache. I'm going to tell you how to prevent burnout. I'm going to show you how to live life to the fullest and live with no abandon and just love every single season of life that you're in. So compatibility matters more than chemistry. And I know what it's like to get into a relationship. You get that burning feeling in your stomach. You're so excited. There's all this chemistry. There's this sexual tension. And then you realize a couple of months down the road, you're not really compatible. Like, you're dating someone, but you guys aren't seeing eye to eye on some things, and really important things that you forgot to mention in the beginning stages just because you had such high tension that those things didn't seem to matter. But when the tension fades, what's left is the person's core values and their core beliefs. And if you've wasted 6 months on this person and you end up not having the same core beliefs or wanting the same things in the future, you're wasting your time. And although every relationship is not a waste of time, sometimes in your 20s, you're just young and you're having fun and you're getting to know each other, compatibility is going to trump chemistry every single time. The person you end up with may not have the most chemistry that you've ever had. That's okay, because what matters is their core beliefs. What is their religion? How do they want to raise their kids? Do they want kids? Where do they want to live? What do they want to do for work? How do they deal with conflict resolution? What happens if one of you guys lose your jobs? These are the important things to talk about. And these are the things that if you are dating to marry, you need to bring up in the beginning stages. And there is no rule about first date, you can't get too deep or whatever. Throw that out completely, because if you are serious about wanting to find your person, finding someone who's compatible, who's going to be your life partner, who's going to help you through the hard times and not just sway with the wind, you have to bring these things up in the very beginning. You don't want to get to the 6-month mark and then be like, wow, like we really want different things, or even a year or 2 years from now. So this is the number one thing, is compatibility is so much more important than chemistry. The second relationship truth is the way someone responds to your boundaries reveals everything about their character. So the next time that you speak up for yourself and you set boundaries with somebody, a friend, you say, I need space, I don't want to talk about that. Or you say, you made me feel this way when you did XYZ. See how they respond. How do they respond when you tell them no? How is their reaction when you say these things? Like, do they make you feel guilty? Do they gaslight you? Do they bring something up that was from the past, like 6 months or a year ago, that bothered them, but they're just now bringing it up because you're bringing something up? Like, that's super immature, a little bit emotionally manipulative. See how they respect your boundaries if they're disappointed, if you don't do something that they want you to do. Do they respect that? Do they give you space? Do they, completely blow you off? Or does it change the dynamic of your relationship? This is huge. This can apply to romantic partners, to family, to friends, to close friends that you never thought would leave your life, and then all of a sudden something happens and now they're responding in a way that you never dreamed that they would. Like, seriously, take people how they respond, because their first reaction is usually their most honest one. Number 3, most relationships have seasons, not lifetimes. I used to cling on to people. I used to think, wow, we are so compatible, we have so much fun together, we are on the same vibe all the time. And I used to just believe that you were supposed to collect all these people, and because you had such a profound history, or you went through something hard together, or you're in the military together, that means that that person's going to be in your life forever. And that's not the case. People will come into your life to teach you something, and then when it no longer serves you, they'll leave. And this is like kind of a natural thing that happens. So my biggest advice is, especially what you learn in your 30s, is it's okay to let go of people. It's okay for people to come in and back out and in and back out of your life too. You don't have to have this group of people that you hold on to where it's a detriment to your own self. Many relationships, even profound ones, have seasons. So you can release these relationships with gratitude and not bitterness, and just let them go naturally. On to career advice, and life is changing, okay? You no longer need a degree. Employers are looking for skills and certifications, okay? So skills are more important than degrees at this point. And I would say life experience is weighing heavier on the scale than an actual 4-year degree. People are realizing that this 4-year degree is kind of a scam. You pay money to get this shiny paper, and then you're in all this debt, and you didn't even learn like applicable skills on the job training. My biggest advice is to learn a trade, or if you want to go into something like creative or entrepreneurial, you don't have to go to school. And I'm not saying don't go to school, I'm just saying figure out a way. Like, go find a millionaire and apprentice under them, or go find a job that you specifically want and see if you can hang out with them for the day and see what it's like. Gain skills, not just degree. Second career advice is it's okay to skip around careers. I think by the age 40, the average person has changed careers 7 different times. Don't feel like you have to be pigeonholed and pick something when you're 18. Your frontal lobe isn't even fully developed. So where the wind takes you. If you want to go be a yoga instructor in Bali, do it. If you want to go back to school for dentistry at 40, do it. I'm in my 30s. I honestly don't really have a career. Like, I just quit my job and I got healed from Lyme disease. I went into a human crock pot to heat the disease out of my body. I have all these revelations of like, I'm not going to be working for the man anymore. Like, it doesn't make me excited to work for the government and to go push paper and to, you know, be this like corporate robot. Go surf at noon on a Friday. Like, I'm going to go find something that I can do that's going to allow space in my life. Even if that means less pay, even if it means I don't get to go on the luxurious vacations. You need to decide what's important to you. What are your values? What are your goals? Is it to have a nice new car? Then maybe you need the 9-to-5. But if it's something to be living a more simple life, to live in a beach shack and just be happy with 4 different pairs of shoes, like, you have to make that decision. But the earlier that you can make that decision, the better off you're going to be. Your job is not going to hold you in bed at night. So this is my third piece of advice for career. Method of working somewhere for 20 to 30 years and then retiring is kind of archaic. Start building your wealth when you're young. Get an investor. Start putting away $1,000 a month as soon as you can, even when you're like in your teens or your 20s. And then that can compound into something so big and massive that you can create your own retirement plan. So compound interest is so important and is such a thing that is bypassed when you're young because you think that retirement's not going to come and it's so far away. But if you're anything like me and you don't want to work a 9-to-5 for the rest of your life, start putting away money when you're young, like now. The best time to invest was 20 years ago, and the second best time is today. So make it happen. If you take anything home from this video, it's to start investing. Like, go find an investor that can put your money in your stocks and just start giving them money every single month. You won't miss the money, I promise. Okay, I'm gonna throw in some health in here because I've battled with my health for the last 10 years, and you can go back and watch videos if you want. My biggest takeaway is there's this one quote, and I don't know his name, but he said, if you're healthy in life, you have 1,000 different problems. But if you are unhealthy, if you are sick in life, then you have one problem. It's your health, and it's to get better. And it is so true. Your health is not guaranteed. You can get bit by a tick like I did and struggle with Lyme disease. You could just be diagnosed with a life-changing disease and you never know where life is going to take you. But my point is, don't fear that, but also take better care of your health. Focus on what you put inside of your body. Focus on movement. Start moving more. Get active. Get more sleep. Like, have better boundaries with people and focus on your mental health and your stress levels. Life's way too short to be stressed out all the time. If you're in debt, get rid of that fancy car and buy a used car. There are ways in life to make it what you want it to be. Like, it really is just your choice. Like, you were dealt the cards that you were dealt, but what you can do is control the choices that you can make today. Get more sleep, get more sunshine, focus on natural remedies, drink sea salt, like go back to the basics and stop relying on the energy drinks and the junk food and drinking every single weekend to make you happy. Get to the root, focus on your health, especially when you're young, because when you get into your older years, your health it really slows down. Like, your metabolism slows down. You have to actually take care of your health. So get ahead of it now and ditch the parties, ditch the people drinking, stay home at night, educate yourself, read a good book. Like, there are so many better things that you could be doing with your time than drinking. I think the biggest takeaway and what I want to leave you with is wisdom doesn't have to be earned through suffering. Everything that you're ingesting right now, everything you're listening to right now, you can take away and implement it, put it into action. Don't just sit there and be in analysis paralysis and think that you have to go through this crazy life transformation of trauma, or you have to like lose someone close to you, or you have to experience, your biggest fear to be able to be a person of character and take action on your life. Take this video for what's worth, but take the action. Like, just watch whatever you're consuming and take the action. It is that simple. Like, it doesn't have to take you 30 years to learn these things. You're going to learn and you're going to fall and you're going to get up again. But my biggest takeaway on this video, and I hope it helps somebody, but it's just to start being happy and start living in your bliss and living the life that you want, not that your parents want. My point is, you are more than capable of changing your life. It just is one decision. You're one decision away from a completely different life. And again, you don't have to learn really hard lessons. You can learn through other people. So go ahead and drop a comment if any of this resonated with you, and give a subscribe, because I'm dropping videos every single week about life and health and just transitional times and how we can make the most out of all of this. So I hope this video helped, and I will catch you guys later. But go have a good day, get a surf, go read a good book. I give you permission, like, get your head out of your own ass, get yourself out of your own way, and take some action on this.